advantage of their own D. The Dutch eager to get on with things. The Netherlands among the favourites back in 1996. They played some particularly attractive football in the first round, but they had their problems with discipline within the camp. Edwin Grunholz staged something of a one-man show, and although individual skills are very special in futsal, it's very much a team game. The Dutch now relying more on organisation. And a foul there, surely. It was right on the edge of the D. Well, it was an unnecessary and rather rash challenge by TALHA. Uruguay want to take the free kick quickly. Just 17 seconds play and problems here for the Dutch. Aguirrezabala is over the free kick here, the Uruguayan skipper. SKURKO is alongside him. Anxious moments these for the Dutch. And the shot is put wide by MOLITERNO. Tom SIER, the goalkeeper, who was in outstanding form when the Dutch beat Egypt by 5-3 in their opening game, just telling his defensive players to calm down. It's a highly charged occasion, this. Both sides know that so much depends on the outcome of this match. Egypt, top of the group, having beaten Thailand by 7-0. These two teams have 3 points each. Perhaps more significantly, though, the Netherlands with a final fixture against Thailand. One assumes Uruguay with a tougher option, a game against Egypt. Langenhuijsen. Cross was charged down by Lamana, the Uruguayan number 6, the player with the long ponytail. And Langenhuijsen, who's the top scorer in the Dutch national squad, who's got 42 goals at international level, had quite a good opportunity there. A good opportunity to give the Dutch a first-minute lead. It stays goalless though. MOLITERNO. Now the skipper again. Aguirrezabala. TALHA on the ball here for the Netherlands. Musi Talama, one of 2 players to feature in the Dutch Premier Division, playing 11-a-side football. TALHA played for AZ Alkmaar. SIER, the goalkeeper, directing operations. The Alessandro with the corner kick here for Uruguay. Uruguay went to the finals in 1996. In fact, 10 of the 16 who featured in Spain are back here in Guatemala. Maybe the Dutch here feel that they've got a point to prove, having lost to Uruguay by 5-4 in those championships in '96. That was in the second group phase. Alessandro again with the corner. SIER just able to steer the ball to safety for the Netherlands. The Dutch showed against Egypt that they're very good on the counter-attack. They tried to get all their players behind the ball when they didn't have possession. Egypt, one assumes, with a bit more pace than Uruguay. There's a clever opening here. And a shot from Alessandro on the end is wide. Andres Alessandro. Great work there by Langenhuijsen. Didn't quite deceive SKURKO. Clever opening. Well, an early sight of goal for Uruguay. MOLITERNO it was who was able to create the opening for himself. But here come the Dutch. Good defending by SKURKO. Uruguay have the free kick. Alessandro, they're just poor in the side of the face with the outstretched arm. Uruguay beat Bolivia 4-2 in the third and fourth place match in South America. Brazil beat Argentina in the final by 6-0. And a great opening there for the Uruguayan skipper, Aguirrezabala. He's yet to open his account in these championships, but he came desperately close there. Thumping drive, SIER beaten. Henny LETTINCK. LETTINCK, like TALHA, has played in the Dutch Premier Division. LETTINCK with Utrecht. TALHA with AZ Alkmaar. TALHA on the ball. And there was LETTINCK, who's won some ground for the Dutch on the near side. Henny LETTINCK. He's in his third World Championships, as is the skipper, Henk LEATEMIA, who made his 100th appearance for the Netherlands in the game against Egypt. The Dutch have decided now to play in a rigid block of four. They've sometimes forsaken individual skills to rely more on discipline. Alessandro. Aguirrezabala. LETTINCK with the block. Henny LETTINCK, the player they know as Killer. Marshall. Now LETTINCK. Was it a hefty challenge? Oh, a second hefty challenge. Well, ruthless challenge there. MOLITERNO has gone down and is limping heavily. He'll need some attention here. Well, two very, very hefty challenges. Well, it was LETTINCK who decided to get his own back then. MOLITERNO, who first of all charged into TALHA, and as much as he might complain, MOLITERNO, both challenges went unpunished. The second one particularly there from LETTINCK, which put MOLITERNO onto the deck. Aguirrezabala to Alessandro. SKURKO. And it's the skipper with a shot over the top. Aguirrezabala, 30, plays for the Nacional club in Uruguay. LETTINCK. TJADEN. Chance here for TJADEN, but unable to take advantage of the return pass there from Rene Marshall. SKURKO hustled off the ball by TALHA, but the Dutch guilty of giving the ball away. Thumping drive by Alessandro. TALHA, who was able to make the block. TALHA there was fouled by Alessandro. Fiery opening. Uruguay having the better chances. Marshall. No foul, although he was caught from behind there by Alessandro. Marshall did well to create the opening for himself. Clever turn by Rene Marshall, who missed twice from the penalty spot against Egypt. It's a difficult angle for him. CLAVERO, the goalkeeper, had it well covered. Uruguay already making use of their substitutes. MOUMANE has come on for them. 50-50 in terms of possession so far. SKURKO. Agrizabala, and a magnificent save by Tom SIER. Really was a blistering effort from SKURKO, and another fine stop by Tom SIER, who's rapidly emerging as the best goalkeeper in these championships. He made some breathtaking saves against Egypt, and that was another one. Instinctive shot by SKURKO. MERLINO. The Dutch deciding to adopt the direct approach. They've made further changes in attack. FRANKFORT is now on for them. MERLINO has dropped to a deeper position. The back two getting forward in replacing the front two. The Dutch now prepared to perhaps be a bit more creative. Here's the skipper. LEATEMIA, now FRANKFORT. MERLINO. LEATEMIA. An opening nearly for LEATEMIA. Layoff was from Langenhuijsen. Langenhuijsen on the ball again, and he was fouled then. Alessandro just sticking out a leg, and there in that position there was nowhere really for the player in possession to go, and that was Langenhuijsen. Langenhuijsen over the free kick, two here in the Uruguayan wall. MERLINO out wide for the Dutch. Wasn't a particularly good effort by Langenhuijsen, now age 29. Plays for Den Haag Trima. 10 attempts on goal already for Uruguay, 7 of them on target. But once more, the Dutch have got Tom SIER, their goalkeeper, in top form. The Dutch complaining then that Uruguay took too long to get the ball into play. They have just 4 seconds to return the ball to play once they shape to take the kick in from the sidelines, or indeed if they have a free kick on the pitch. Uruguay have committed 3 fouls, the Netherlands 2. When it gets to 6, we have a free penalty shot from the 10-meter D. Just a reminder of some of the rules of futsal. Fast and furious game. The Dutch disciplined and well organised, a very experienced squad. And that was a dreadful, dreadful challenge. SKURKO, who's been cautioned already in these championships. That's his 2nd yellow of the championships. He was cautioned against Thailand. He's been cautioned now against the Netherlands. He now faces a suspension should Uruguay get through to the second phase. He really clattered into Langenhuijsen. Langenhuijsen has gone off to receive further treatment. The Dutch have made a substitution. Rene Marshall is now back on up front for them. LEATEMIA forward by SIER. Another foul by SKURKO. That's the 5th foul now against Uruguay. And we have 7.5 minutes of the first half. There's a lot of work for them to do now. They can't afford to be rash. They can't afford to make any mistakes. LEATEMIA over the free kick here for the Dutch alongside Rene Marshall. What can they conjure up here? Frankfort is very wide. MERLINO, the player currently in the D. Deflected out this time for a Dutch kick-in right by the corner position. Another Dutch kick-in. MERLINO. Now the skipper. Good work there by LEATEMIA, now age 34. He's at his 3rd World Championships. Marshall. LEATEMIA popping up just about everywhere. Now he's made way. TALHA has come on as a substitute. Pushed there by Marshall. Uruguay want to make a change. They're trying to change their goalkeeper. Now they've got the chance to make that change. ROIBAL has come on in goal now for Uruguay, replacing CLAVERO. Uruguay have also brought on Rene Hernandez, one of their front player who looked very good against Thailand. Rene Hernandez. ALESSANDRO. Rene Hernandez. Shot was inches wide. Real crispness now about the Uruguayan passing. Clever little drag back, and SIER this time was beaten. Three of the Uruguayan squad play professionally in Spain. SKURKO and Guerra, number 14, who's just come on. Forward by Linink. MERLINO well forward for the Dutch. Dutch a bit more creative than they were in the first half against Egypt. The Dutch squad is drawn from 5 clubs. The coach says he prefers to keep teammates together when they're outfield players. That means that they're familiar with each other's little whims and their little moves. Dutch beat Belarus, Israel, Yugoslavia and Finland to qualify for these finals. LETTINCK. Now TALHA. MERLINO offering the option out wide. SIER to launch the ball upfield. Did well to pick out TJADEN. Promises to be tense, it promises to be physical as well. And it was TJADEN who took a nudge in the back there. The Dutch have the kick in. Now they have the corner. Almost at the halfway point in the first half. It stays goalless. TALHA with a corner kick. Thumping drive there from LETTINCK. REYNO Hernandez. Now MOLITERNO, who scored 2 of the goals in the 4-1 win against Thailand. ROIBAL, the goalkeeper, who's swapped places with CLAVERO, who started the game in goal for Uruguay. The challenge was from the side, if not from behind. TALHA it was who went down and winced as he went down. No foul though. Uruguay have committed 5 fouls, the Dutch 3. MOLITERNO shot blocked by TALHA. Uruguay have the corner. SIER, as always, alert and on his toes. REYNO Hernandez with the corner here for Uruguay. REYNO Hernandez again. SIER able to smother the ball. Confirmation there of the fouls committed. The Netherlands 3, the Uruguay 5. Gustavalo did well to create the opening for himself. Just stepped over the ball and that deceived LETTINCK. SIER to the rescue once more for the Netherlands. Cleverly worked that by Gustavalo, the Uruguayan skipper, now age 30. Easy catch for SIER. TJADEN has raced upfield and he's done well to get in on the end of the throw out there from his goalkeeper. Uruguay have the kick in. This was that moment of magic from Miguel Angel Alguazabala. Hernandez, 23 from the Penarol club. There's the Dutch coach, Nico, who's assisted by Vic Hemmels. His assistant, Hemmels, was voted the best player at Futsal 89. Yellow card this time for Max TJADEN. Frustration beginning to show. It's a very tense occasion. So much resting on this game for both these sides. Both have got 3 points. Egypt also have 3 points, but they've now played 2 games. Cloth is brought on to wipe up the moisture now on the surface. Dutch here with lots of support. REYNO Hernandez. Now the skipper, Gustavalo. Pumping effort from REYNO Hernandez. REYNO Hernandez. TJADEN, who's just been cautioned. Timo, the skipper. Letting. Clearance by SIER was charged bound by MOLITERNO. And a slip there by Guerra. And a fine save. ROIBAL to the rescue this time for Uruguay. TJADEN with the shot. And this time it's LETTINCK who tests the Uruguayan goalkeeper. Uruguay on the charge now with Guerra. Just overran the ball, but he's won the kick in here for Uruguay. First half here hasn't flowed in the way that we've seen some of the other fixtures flow. Lots of interruptions, lots of breaks. 9 fouls already. Gustavalo. MOLITERNO. Guerra taking charge at the back, trying to create the opening. REYNO Hernandez. Another kick in for Uruguay. The atmosphere is getting hotter. The opportunities are beginning to flow as well now. Forward by TALHA. And well, ROIBAL charging out of his area. He tried to be positive, he tried to be brave, but both players here in some discomfort. Marshall is down for the Dutch. ROIBAL, the Uruguayan goalkeeper, charging out of his goal area. He was entitled to come out and kick the ball to safety. He managed to do that. But it's the goalkeeper who's come up worse here. Marshall is back on his feet. ROIBAL is still down. Anguish for Cesar Rubido, the Uruguayan coach. Well, this is a real worry. Raises his eyebrows. Goalkeepers are allowed outside the D, and that was a really hefty challenge. ROIBAL, second choice for Uruguay. He's come on here as a substitute for CLAVERO. Uruguay perhaps feel that ROIBAL can make more of a contribution outside his penalty D. We've seen with Guatemala that their goalkeeper acts almost as a fifth outfield player whenever his side are in possession. And Rubido, the Uruguayan coach, deciding to make a similar switch for Uruguay, but he must be concerned now that he's got to make another change if ROIBAL isn't able to continue. Ivan Novak, the official, who's come across just to check on ROIBAL's condition, and he's insisting perhaps that maybe now it's time for Uruguay to make a decision. Can ROIBAL carry on, or will they have to take him off? He's made his way back to the goal line, but he's lost a bit of his mobility. And you want your goalkeeper to be on his toes in futsal. No foul, but that was surely no players allowed to continue. A lot now being allowed to go unpunished. Gustavalo. Rene Hernandez. The Dutch aggressive. And what a miss that was. MOLITERNO so close. He's had the best chances in this first half for Uruguay. Almost nonchalant flick of the foot there. And it nearly paid off for him. And that is a foul. This will be a penalty to the Dutch from the 10-meter mark. Despite the many protests, Guerra guilty of the foul. Marshall is back on his feet. But who will take this for the Dutch? Marshall took 2 against Egypt. He missed twice against Egypt. ROIBAL, the goalkeeper, still limping. And the arguments continue on the near side. There's going to be a consultation, is there, between the 2 officials? Well, Ivan Novak was certain that it was a penalty. The official on the near side, less so. Well, the hold-up here certainly isn't helping Marshall. Bit of gamesmanship. The Uruguayan players just trying to step in front of the orange-shirted Dutch players. They know that if there's any rebound, the Dutch will want to be quick off the mark to try and punish the Uruguayans. So it's Marshall. He missed twice against Egypt, and he's missed here against Uruguay. And here come Uruguay on the counter-attack. Well, ROIBAL, even though he's limping, even though he's hobbling around in that goal area, able to do a good job there for Uruguay to get in the way of the penalty from Marshall. It's been a bruising encounter. Now the tempo is increased. Guerra on the ball. Zabala trying to direct operations for Uruguay. The Dutch have the kick in. Marshall has now made way. Langenhuijsen has gone up front for the Dutch. TALHA on the ball. MERLINO forward. Great work by MERLINO! And Langenhuijsen was a step or 2 away from the cross. Anthony MERLINO, who's never yet scored for the Dutch national side, he's only 22, made a surging run forward. Letting. Reno Hernandez now for Uruguay. Here's Guerra trying to take control in defence for Uruguay, under a bit of pressure here. Guerra. There appeared to be a handball there, but TALHA has got away with it. Several niggly challenges, 1 or 2 exchanges, 1 or 2 accusing looks. It's a big, big game this in Group B. Langenhuijsen now for the Dutch. He's won the corner. Lot of pace for such a tall player, Pascal Langenhuijsen. Langenhuijsen has made his move inside the D. And it was LETTINCK who flashed the shot wide. Well worked corner this by the Dutch. Langenhuijsen had charged inside the D, and that just created the opening for LETTINCK. Langenhuijsen could have easily stepped across it and made a deflection. Zabala, now Guerra. Reno Hernandez to pick up MOLITERNO. MOLITERNO took a hefty shove in the back there from TALHA. No foul. Langenhuijsen. Good turn by Langenhuijsen, but he stood on the ball, and that's presented Uruguay with the opportunity to come forward now with their skipper. 1 touch too many, and that's what took the ball out of play. Miguel Angel Aguizabala. 5 minutes remain of this first half. It could go either way. The Dutch, the more direct with their approach. Uruguay, more patient, more methodical. They've created the better openings. Guerra. Aguizabala with a glimpse of goal. Forward again to Langenhuijsen. Dutch have the kick in, do they? Right on the corner point. Frankfort over the top. Very nearly cleared the netting, which is guarding the area behind that goal. Guerra. Reno Hernandez now. Uruguay decide to make a switch. Here is the substitute, Lamana. Lamana again. Good turn by Lamana. The Dutch have the free kick though, and that's going to be another penalty kick. They can advance the ball all the way forward to the 10-meter mark. Ivan Novak, the official on the far side, indicating there that he felt that Lamana was holding on to TALHA's shorts. And it looks as though Henny LETTINCK is relishing the chance to have a crack at goal. ROIBAL just trying to psych him out. The Dutch have missed once from this 10-meter mark. Can they score here? This time they've made it. Killer has delivered the killer blow, it seems. Henny LETTINCK. It's his third goal in these championships, and here it's the goal which has given the Dutch the lead against Uruguay. Blasted it beyond ROIBAL. Uruguay paying the price for their indiscipline. Terrific penalty. The Netherlands lead by 1-0. A shade under 4 minutes of the first half remaining. Henny LETTINCK, his third goal at Futsal 2000. Langenhuijsen there just reeling away from the challenge then from Guerra. Langenhuijsen again. This time Guerra wasn't deceived. It's a great run from Guerra. And it's TALHA who's across to get a foot in. The Dutch very solid in defence. Two of their most experienced players in there. The skipper, LEATEMIA, who's aged 34. TALHA is 30. And TALHA has played at the very highest level in Holland. ROIBAL enjoyed that, the goalkeeper. It was a good save. Getting down well to deny Marshall. Another good block, this time from Frankfort. Uruguay pegged back, and Frankfort really letting fly. Timeout. Each team allowed one timeout in each half. Frankfort there with a blistering effort over the top of the crossbar. Nico will be delighted with the commitment shown by his players. It's been an intimidating atmosphere. Some of the challenges have been a bit intimidating. It's a night for strong hearts and cool heads. Cesar Robida, the Uruguayan coach, said after the 4-1 win over Thailand, it was a good start, but we still have to improve. Uruguay haven't played with the same fluency which they showed against Thailand, but having said that, the Dutch a different class in terms of opposition. Hoisted forward towards Guerra. LETTINCK did well. Stood firm. Wouldn't be denied the opportunity there to steer the ball back towards his goalkeeper. Very robust character at the back for the Netherlands. LETTINCK. Alessandro with the kick in. Ball had rolled out for a Dutch kick in before Aguizabala was able to hook the ball towards goal. On by LETTINCK. Alessandro. That was a good block by LETTINCK. For once the goalkeeper was beaten, but LETTINCK was in precisely the right position. Aguizabal. Forward to Falcao, who couldn't quite connect. This is the earlier chance. Confident defending there by LETTINCK, who's given the Dutch the lead from the penalty spot. LEATEMIA. MERLINO. LETTINCK. Now TALHA. The Dutch unprepared to take too many risks at this stage. We've got less than 2 minutes of the first half remaining. Good work by TALHA. Is LETTINCK. Marshall just ahead of him. Well, the Dutch have got the throw, but that went out off Marshall. MOLITERNO in some discomfort. LETTINCK. TALHA with MERLINO to his left. But back come Uruguay. It's been an intriguing first half which has seen two very different approaches. The Dutch disciplined and well organised. Uruguay with more opportunities, they've played with a bit more flair, but it's the Dutch who have the lead. Slipped there by Alessandro. Second time out is called. Nico, one of the most respected figures in Dutch football. Former physical training instructor with the Dutch Army. Uruguay, who went to the championships in Spain in 1996. They beat the Dutch in 1996. Here, though, they trail by 1-0. They've had several good chances in the first half. Final check on the watch as the clock ticks down. So the first half resumes with the Dutch having the roll in from SIER, the goalkeeper. TALHA. Forward by Letting. Langenhuijsen just chesting the ball into touch. Remember that the clock is stopped every time the ball goes out to play. Falcao. Dutch have the roll in from the goalkeeper. Strong running here from MOLITERNO. This time Uruguay are able to maintain the pressure on the Dutch goalman. Another kick in here to Uruguay. A blistering shot over the top of the crossbar by Aguizabala. Uruguay haven't tested SIER, the Dutch goalkeeper, in the same way that Egypt did in the opening fixture in this particular group. Another hefty push, this time by Falcao on Langenhuijsen. But the first half has come to a close. The Dutch will be delighted that they go in at half-time ahead. A penalty won, Uruguay 0. A penalty goal scored by Henny LETTINCK, and the Dutch also missed a penalty in the opening 20 minutes. Futsal, don't forget, 2 20-minute halves. The clock is stopped whenever the ball is out of play or there's an infringement. It's fast, it's furious, and this has proved to be frenetic at times here. Such an important game for both these teams in Group B. The Dutch having won their opening game against Egypt 5-3. Uruguay having beaten Thailand 4-1. And a brilliant chance at a second goal. It's LETTINCK. He's got his second. Langenhuijsen denied, but not Henny LETTINCK. One of the most experienced players in Dutch futsal, making the most of a chance from just a yard out. Langenhuijsen did particularly well to create the opening. The Netherlands lead by 2-0. What a start to the second half for the Dutch. A terrific lift for the Dutch inside the first minute of the second half. They lead now by 2-0. The Dutch looking for some revenge here. Langenhuijsen! Great save by ROIBAL. Here come Uruguay now with Reno Hernandez. Aguizabala. LEATEMIA across to get the ball away for the Dutch. Well, what a night it's proving to be for Henny LETTINCK. 4 goals at Futsal 2000. Created this one by Langenhuijsen. That was a terrific shot. And it was left then to LETTINCK to put the ball in from close in. Reno Hernandez claiming the corner kick, but the Dutch have the goal kick. Rene Hernandez, who gives Uruguay a little bit of craft. He looks very comfortable on the ball. Very slight player, but with terrific close control. Langenhuijsen setting up LETTINCK again! agonizingly close for LETTINCK, who's looking for his hat-trick now. But here come Uruguay. Oh, glorious chance wasted. MOLITERNO driving the ball high over the crossbar. This was the Dutch opportunity. Langenhuijsen once more creating the opening for LETTINCK, and the Dutch here have a free kick as we see the opportunity at the other end for MOLITERNO. Well, it's been a frantic opening to the second half. First half was intriguing. The Dutch prepared to sit back, prepared to give Uruguay more of the possession. But the Dutch have made a terrific breakthrough at the start of the second half thanks to Henny, and it's LETTINCK who is over this free kick now. Shoot on sight seems to be the policy now. MOLITERNO. Aguazabala. Guerra just unable to steer the ball towards goal, but Uruguay with 21 attempts on goal now. They match the Netherlands, 21 each. Langenhuijsen, they're just chesting the ball down, trying to release LETTINCK, and a magnificent save by Tom SIER again. Aguazabala holds his head in dismay, because what must Uruguay do to beat this man? SIER, by far the most impressive goalkeeper at these championships. He's a big, intimidating figure in the goal, and there he excelled again to push that ball to safety. Langenhuijsen, terrific turn by Langenhuijsen. Guerra across to block the shot at goal. So nimble for such a tall front runner. The Dutch have the kick in. They've been encouraged to get on with it. They've got 4 seconds to get the ball back into play. TALHA, they're even deceiving his own teammate. Holland surrender possession to Uruguay, and it's TALHA who recovers the situation, getting back to get a foot in to turn aside Guatemala's shot there. LETTINCK, Langenhuijsen. Well, ROIBAL sensibly pulled out of the challenge there, because the goalkeeper would have been in big trouble had he made contact with Langenhuijsen. Another fine save by SIER. He advanced a long way there. He had to get it right, he had to get a hand to the ball, and he had to palm it to safety. He didn't want the rebound to drop into the penalty D. Guerra. Reno Hernandez, a good period of pressure here for Uruguay. Reno Hernandez. And it's LETTINCK who is charging in. A real character in Dutch futsal. Aguazabala. MOLITERNO just trying to hold the ball up for long enough, waiting for Claudio Guerra to get forward and to take advantage of the possession which Uruguay then had. Marshall now for the Dutch. And a reckless challenge by Reno Hernandez, who's being called over by the referee on the near side. So difficult to make a telling challenge in that position. Yellow card for Reno Hernandez. ROIBAL just organising the defensive wall, LETTINCK with the shot. Reno Hernandez to get the ball to safety, if only momentarily for Uruguay. TALHA. SIER to try and pick out Marshall. Rayon Hernandez got there first, and Rayon Hernandez just unable to get in on the end of the pass there from MOLITERNO. It's been a terrific second half. The Dutch have the kick in. LETTINCK. Now TALHA. Here's MERLINO. REYNO Hernandez with the interception. Good pass by Guerra. And another chance goes begging. He prays to the heavens. Guatemala has had some very good chances for Uruguay. SIER was beaten, but the balance wasn't quite right. Guerra, Reyno Hernandez. Cesar Rabido tries to point the way for Uruguay. You sense that Henny LETTINCK is enjoying this. He's enjoying the challenge. He's enjoying organising the Dutch in defence. He's getting forward with more purpose. The Dutch are getting forward with more purpose. They lead by 2-0. Guerra. LETTINCK on the ball now. It's been an inspired show by Henny LETTINCK, who in the first half, as well as scoring from the penalty spot, also made a telling interception almost on his own goal line with the goalkeeper SIER beaten. MOLITERNO. Now Guatemala. MOLITERNO with a shot. SIER down quickly. Guerra. Maybe a chance now. That's a penalty. Now Uruguay have a chance. It won't be easy for them because Sim, who is now coming on in goal for the Netherlands, has proved his worth saving penalty kicks in the past. Tactical switch by the Netherlands. Ron Sim is coming on, and here he's about to face a penalty kick from Andres D'Alessandro. It's not from the 10-meter mark, don't forget this one. It was a foul inside the D, a foul by LETTINCK. Alessandro now to pull a goal back, maybe for Uruguay, and he's hammered the crossbar. Well, how on earth did he manage that from that range? Oh dear, 6 meters out, and he couldn't find the target. Well, he just leaned back. It was almost a languid approach that by D'Alessandro. But maybe MERLINO can lead the way for Uruguay. Oh, great play by the Dutch. But an opportunity now for Uruguay to catch them on the counter-attack. Another magnificent save. MOLITERNO. Even he had to appreciate the quality of that save. Just gave SIER a little tap on the shoulder as he walked past him. Well, what a fantastic turn. This is futsal of the very highest quality. The first half at times was tentative, and sometimes it was a bit fractious, at times it was a bit cagey. But these two teams now really going for it. Back come the Dutch. LEATEMIA denied by Guerra. Marshall. Guerra rose the highest though. Reyno Hernandez. Moliterno just ahead of it. Here's Guerra. Out comes ROIBAL. Goalkeepers, don't forget, can play outfield. Alessandro caught in possession. Guerra tries to win it back for Uruguay. TALHA. LEATEMIA. TALHA being hassled and hurried by Aguazabala. Forward by Letting. And a remarkable bit of skill there by MERLINO. It's an indirect free kick, this, for obstruction. Reyno Hernandez it was who charged in, and he's got to be very careful at the moment. Wait for the whistle is the call. MERLINO over the free kick here for the Dutch. LETTINCK. He's just about everywhere on that pitch. Moliterno. Nice strike back by Moliterno. Very sharp up front for Uruguay. Moliterno has found himself in some very good positions, some very good goal-scoring positions. But it's the Dutch who lead by 2-0. The Dutch really want to impose themselves on these Futsal 2000 championships. Reyno Hernandez overbalanced as he raced forward there for Uruguay. Here's Guerra to try and maintain the pressure now for Uruguay. Langenhuijsen in rather unfamiliar territory for him, the Dutch front runner, helping out just outside his own D. Time for Moliterno to have a break. He's been replaced by Pablo Lamana. LEATEMIA all the way back to his goalkeeper. Uruguay have 3 points, the Netherlands have 3 points. More significantly, perhaps, their final games very different. The Netherlands will play Thailand, the team without a point, the team currently bottom of Group B. Uruguay have to play Egypt, who've also got 3 points, and that will be a much tougher encounter. Langenhuijsen fouled now. ROIBAL just positioning Reyno Hernandez and Aguazabala. They're the two in the defensive wall. Langenhuijsen is standing right in front of the goalkeeper. That was a magnificent stop by ROIBAL. He couldn't have seen that until very, very late. And it was a magnificent drive by LETTINCK. Instinctive stop by the goalkeeper. Reyno Hernandez now, he'll have to do all the work on his own. He checked well then to bring in his teammate Aguazabala, the skipper. Easy stop this time for SIER from Lamana. Pablo Lamana has yet to make any real impression in this game. He was prominent against Thailand, as was Alessandro. Alessandro has sat the majority of this game out. He was on early in the first half. Wonderful skills by Reyno Hernandez. And SIER somehow got a foot to that. Lovely jinking run by Reyno Hernandez. And what a good save that was again by SIER. Non-stop entertainment. Futsal at its very best. FIFA rather have high hopes of taking futsal to the 2004 Olympic Games. It's a great spectacle when it's played to this quality. Aguazabala now. Deflection. Came off TALHA. That time SIER was beaten. Uruguay have the corner. Reno Hernandez once more with a shot. Breathtaking skill, breakneck pace. Uruguay beaten by, or rather the Dutch beaten by Uruguay back in 1996 in the second phase. Here they meet again in the first phase, and the Dutch sensing that they have got the chance of revenge. Foul count is increasing here. The Dutch have committed 4 second half fouls, Uruguay 3. Aguazabala setting up Reno Hernandez. Here's Guerra. Shots skimming the upright. Shots directed straight at SIER, but still there's no way through for Uruguay. Letting. Now TALHA. Langenhuijsen. Oh, he's got through here, Langenhuijsen. And he slipped, did he? Official on the near side was right up with play, saw no infringement, no foul. SIER, how did he manage that? SIER just seemed to hang in the air there. There was no right for him to get down to make that save from Aguazabala. The Dutch defending in greater numbers when they have to. Terrific team spirit, terrific enterprise as well in the opening game against Egypt, where they absorbed a lot of pressure and went on to score 4 first half goals. They went on to win 5-3. Here they will lead 2-0. And appeals there for handball against TALHA. Uruguayan players absolutely furious. They felt there that there was a bit of sleight of hand by TALHA as the ball came across the penalty D. And TALHA there, hurried and hassled by Lamana. The Uruguayans able to keep possession. ROIBAL now almost on the halfway line for Uruguay. Here's the earlier chance. That was the turn, and it did brush him against the arm. Wasn't intentional though. Here's Letting. A great opening for the Dutch again, but MERLINO is denied. ROIBAL charging out of his goal. Did more than narrow the angle, he smothered the shot. Marshall. Now MERLINO. Marshall again. Guerra to charge the shot down. Just under 9 minutes remain. Letting shot hammered against the side of Reno Hernandez's head. Here's Letting. It's gone in. Oh, unbelievable goal by Rene Marshall. What a goal for Rene Marshall. Letting with the subtle turn. He was away there from the Uruguayan skipper, and look where Marshall was, almost on the goal line, and he still managed to squeeze the ball in. Terrific turn there by Letting. Aguazabala had given up the chase, and Marshall to produce a superb finish. 3-0 now to the Dutch. Marshall missed in the first half from the penalty mark. Here's LETTINCK, claiming that the goalkeeper was outside the area. Official on the far side was right up with play. He shook his head immediately. LeMana did well. SIER had the shot covered. Well, this really was a terrific effort. Just look how tight the angle was. ROIBAL perhaps disappointed that he was beaten at the near post, but it was a terrific shot, hit with so much power and pace. Marshall, who missed a penalty from the 10-meter mark in the first half. He wasn't wide of the target with that last effort. Wonderful goal for Marshall. The Dutch here making their intentions clear. They're going to be one of the forces in FIFA Futsal 2000, the 4th FIFA World Championships. The Dutch disappointed that they didn't make any further progress in 1996 when they went out during the second phase. They were beaten finalists in the Netherlands back in 1989. Then they lost to Brazil. Everyone, it seems, loses to Brazil, the 3 times world champions. But this is a very competitive tournament. There are others who will have their claims. Russia, the current European champions, and Spain, who they beat in the European Championship finals last year. Here come Uruguay again. TALHA able to get back and to just nick the ball away from MOLITERNO. Langenhuijsen has gone down under the weight of the challenge there from SKURKO. LEATEMIA over the free kick. LEATEMIA. Langenhuijsen just ahead of him. Frankfort again. More bright play by the Dutch. TALHA. Here's the skipper, LEATEMIA. Uruguay need to get the ball back. They're unable to get the ball back. The Dutch have opened the game up a bit more. They're not as compact as they were in the first half. SKURKO. Now REYNO Hernandez. LeMana. Aguazabala with a shot. Scintillating atmosphere inside El Domo. Crowd have really enjoyed this encounter. Uruguay have the kick in. A timeout has been called. Uruguay call the timeout. They've got a minute here to try and regroup and reassess. Clock is ticking down. 5 minutes and 38 seconds remain. Cesar Rabida there just issuing the instructions. Maybe perhaps suggesting that Mario ROIBAL now has to throw caution to the wind, the goalkeeper. Uruguay will be expecting him to come forward a bit more, perhaps. They've got to gamble, they've got to try and pull a goal back. There's no doubt about that at this stage. Uruguay ranked third in South America behind Brazil and Argentina. And how now they might regret the fact that Alvaro Pinheiro, perhaps their best player, is out of the first phase, having been sent off in the semi-finals, the South American semi-finals against Argentina, a game which Uruguay lost 2-1. They beat Bolivia 4-2 in the third and fourth place playoff. Aguazabala, ROIBAL, goalkeeper, as I suggested, has come well forward since Uruguay called that timeout. Cesar Rabido, the coach, even urging the goalkeeper now inside the Dutch half. Great skill there by Reno Hernandez. He has to settle for a corner though. The Dutch eager to make a change. Uruguay ahead 12-5 now on the corner count. They trail though by 3-0. Reno Hernandez. Aguazabala. Reno Hernandez, terrific pass forward by Reno Hernandez. And Moliterno is wide again. Chance after chance after chance. He did well to get himself into the position to test SIER. The Dutch just asking for the surface to be mop clear. That's why Moliterno fell. Here come Uruguay once more. Surely, yes! At last, Nico Moliterno has beaten Tom SIER. 4 minutes, 41 seconds remain. And Uruguay are now given a bit of hope. Terrific skill by Moliterno. He got 2 against Thailand. Now he's got the first for Uruguay against the Dutch. The Netherlands 3, Uruguay 1. White hot atmosphere, white hot action. Nico Moliterno, his third goal at these championships. He might have had 6 in this game though, he's had the chances. Aguazabala, SKURKO. The goalkeeper has advanced to the halfway line once more. Aguazabala. The Netherlands living dangerously. They've committed 5 fouls, Uruguay 4. SKURKO with a shot over the top of the bar. SIER to launch it upfield. TALHA did well to get away from Fernando Hernandez and to recover. That was a magnificent block. Tenacious work by Reno Hernandez. Moliterno, who drove the shot in at goal. Oh, it's a back up the inside of the post. What a night it's been. The Dutch sensibly now call for a timeout. Uruguay beginning to fly. Moliterno with a cheeky scoop which deceives SIER. So unlucky Uruguay there. The Netherlands have called the timeout. Uruguay starting to dominate. A few concerned looks amongst those Dutch players now. Nico Spry, the coach in the middle there, vastly experienced coach, took Zimbabwe to the '89 finals, and that was the moment which has given Uruguay some hope here. Nico Moliterno MOLITERNO, who's had so many chances for Uruguay. He's missed a couple. He's been denied a couple of goals by Tom SIER in the Dutch goal. And now he's been denied by the inside of the post. SKURKO. Now Aguazabala. Reno Hernandez, who's had a good game for Uruguay. The Dutch have committed 5 fouls. They can't afford to commit another one now. Then they will concede a penalty from the 10-meter mark. The Dutch have launched the ball off the playing area. They've launched it down the tunnel where the players come out of. That's the reason there were so many boos. Futsal is fast and furious, but that's given the Dutch a few extra seconds to try and catch their breath, to try and regroup in defence. MOLITERNO. Oh, so close again. And a break on here for the Dutch. Good covering there by SKURKO. 50 attempts on goal now for Uruguay. 29 for the Netherlands. 30 on target for Uruguay as well. Amazing statistics. But it's the Dutch who lead 3-1. This a highly competitive group. Egypt have got 3 points. And Uruguay know that if they lose here, they will have to play Egypt in their final game. The winner of that one, if it stays this way, will go through into the second phase. They'll go through with the Dutch if the Dutch win here. TJADEN. LEATEMIA. TJADEN once more, confronted now by SKURKO. LETTINCK. LEATEMIA. TJADEN. LEATEMIA. Incisive break by the Dutch. They've been firmly on the back foot for a long time now, but they suddenly had the confidence to break forward and to get forward quickly. Terrific movement from the Dutch. Oh, and SIER has given the ball away. Chance, and another stop by SIER. SKURKO didn't get hold of the first shot. Aguazabala hammered the second one wide. Another good chance for Uruguay. They'll look back on this game at the chances that they've missed. So many of them now, so many. The Netherlands lead by 3-1. ROIBAL playing as the extra attacker almost now. Certainly an extra midfield player. He's operating on the halfway line. But Uruguay can't afford to give the ball away. Oh, another chance for MOLITERNO, and again he's put it wide of the post. LETTINCK. Well, every moment there seems to be action. It goes from one end of the pitch to the other. The Dutch now with some respite. LETTINCK. TALHA has given the ball away. Aguazabala. And again it's turned aside by SIER. Phenomenal goalkeeping by Tom SIER, just as it was against Egypt, a game which the Dutch won 5-3, and LETTINCK there to help his goalkeeper out. Reno Hernandez. Here comes ROIBAL. Aguazabala. ROIBAL. Ball just pinging around inside that Dutch half. Oh, it's come back off the top of the crossbar this time. SIER beaten. Deflection off TALHA. Everybody in this stadium on the edge of their seat now. Oh. SIER would have probably got to the original shot. He could do nothing about the deflection. We approach the final minute. Surely no way back now for Uruguay. But they may get a chance. They could get a chance. And it's LETTINCK to the rescue once more. 3 times now, LETTINCK has cleared from close to his own goal line after SIER has been beaten. Henny LETTINCK. 2 goals tonight for the Dutch. And 3 important clearances from inside his own 6-yard area. REYNO Hernandez. ROIBAL forced inside his own half. SILVA. The 5th foul now. I stand corrected, it's the 6th foul. A chance for Uruguay. MOUMANE it is who will take this for Uruguay. 28 seconds remain. The Netherlands lead by 3 goals to 1. Uruguay have missed the penalty from 6 meters. How will they shape up from 10 meters? 2 brilliant saves by SIER. And the Dutch with an opportunity to come back now with LETTINCK. Surely this will seal it. Great save though. ROIBAL down there to get the ball away from TJADEN. Here they come again. Aguizabala. And again SIER has made the stop. Unbelievable action. Fantastic to watch. They feel they've done it now, the Dutch. There are just 4 seconds remaining. What a night of entertainment. What a night of futsal. The Dutch leading by 3 goals to 1. Uruguay with so many chances, particularly in the second half. MOLITERNO will look back on this night as one of the most disappointing of his career, and significantly the Dutch players race across to their goalkeeper Tom SIER. Outstanding against Egypt and magnificent here against Uruguay. Fantastic night at Domo.